y'all, in today's video I'm going to be retesting out this NYX Mineral Stick Foundation, and a couple videos back of mine I tested this out first in a full face of first impressions and it turned out horrible. It did not look good. It turned out really messy and cakey and just really gross on top of my dry skin. If y'all haven't seen that video, I will link it up here, but this foundation did not work out well at all in that video. But I was testing out a new primer, new face powders, like new everything. It's a full face of first impressions, you know what I mean? But I had heard such good things about this foundation, especially for dry skinned people as myself. So I was shocked. I was like, no. Because the girl that recommended this to me, like, I trust her opinion 100%. She has drier skin than I do. So I was like, And I was just sitting there like, what the heck? Like, it had to be me. You know what I mean? Like, it had to be user error because I didn't understand. You know what I mean? So I'm going to try it today and we're going to use it with all of my normal everyday products that I am familiar with. That way, you know, I know what's happening. So yeah, that's basically all this video is. We're going to see how this works. And I am going to try to do check-ins throughout the day, you know, but I do work with natural lighting, so I don't know how late I can go, so I am going to start, I tried to start early, you know what I mean? It is 11 right now, so I'm hoping, you know, we get a good few hours, but I'm running with daylight, so I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Okay, first I'm going to prime my skin with my normal everyday primers, and I'm just going to take the Smashbox Primer Water, of course. And now I'm taking my e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. I am obsessed with this primer. If any of y'all out there have dry skin, I 100% recommend that you check this out because it is life changing. I mean, it's so quick because it's in a stick and it's just like it feels so nice on the skin. It's a little bit cooling, which I do really enjoy. And it's like around $10. So, I mean, you cannot go wrong with that. Okay, now we're going in for round 2. This color is a little bit yellow for me, but if I just like blend it properly, you know, it ends up looking alright. And this color is in light medium, just in case any of y'all were wondering. See, and I like this because it's creamy and it's nice, you know, and it feels very hydrating on top of my dry skin. But like, there's something about it that's just weird. Like in my last video, I don't know if y'all saw it, probably not, but that video, just the way it sat, like it sat on top of my skin and it's almost as if it like refused to blend in, you know what I mean? Okay, now I'm going in with my Eco Tool sponge and I'm just gonna blend her out. Okay, y'all, and that is just the first nice little layer. I love one layer for like everyday looks like today because it is just so, like, from far away right now, like I haven't zoomed in yet. I don't know if we're having the same problem as last time, but it just looks so natural and glowy and like radiant and healthy. It's like your skin but better, you know what I mean? But like I can still see my freckles, I can still see these pimples right here on my cheeks, my chin. I can still see all my acne scars, freckles, my redness peeking through, you know what I mean? But like, it does enough to where it evens out your skin tone, makes you look healthy as shit. You can go in and add another layer of this and it does, like, you can build up the coverage for sure. But like for every day right now, I don't know if I should, but well, hell, I will. I'm just gonna add more coverage right here on my cheeks where I need it and on top of all of the acne scars on my chin. Forehead looks pretty good. I'm gonna do one more a little bit on my nose. That should be good. Just gonna blend her in again. Yeah, that second layer just looks so much, it looks so good right now. That second layer really does do something. It like changes it from a cute everyday, oh look at me, to like, damn girl, you know what I mean? You know, with this foundation, I feel like the more that you go over it with whatever tool you're using, whether that be a sponge or a brush, the more you go over it, it kind of like, it doesn't take it away, but it kind of like smears it out even more, you know what I mean? Like on top of my cheeks, I realize that the more and more I go over it, it kind of like pulls away the product, you know, you can see my redness start to peek through. So I feel like if you like actually want that coverage, like I was fine with the first layer for an everyday type of feel, but like if you're going for glam, I feel like once you do that second layer, don't like push as hard and don't, you know, go in so heavy. Just kind of like tap it in until the edges are blended and just leave her be. Oh wow, oh my goodness, that looks so much better than the first time. What is the difference? Was it was not that primer. I loved that primer. I love just the glow it gave to my skin. I kind of don't want to set it, but I have to set it. It looks so much better. That's all I'm gonna say. It looks so much better this time around. It's actually like blended into my skin, you know, and it's not just sitting on top of everything, which is really nice. And now I'm just gonna go into my tried and true L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. Mine's in the shade Light Ivory, if y'all were curious. I'm going to just take this big old fluffy e.l.f. brush and I'm just going to pat it around my face. And in that full face first impressions, y'all, with this foundation, I did try out 2 new powders, okay? And I was unsure if it was the primer's fault that the foundation looked so shitty, if it was the foundation's fault, if it was one of the powder's faults, you know what I mean? That's why I'm trying it out with my everyday trusty powder, because it does look amazingly good. So I don't know, as of now, I don't know if it was the primer's fault. I'm doing like trial sessions, you know what I mean? I still need to try out that primer with some of my everyday Holy Grail foundations, you know what I mean? Oh my god. Maybe it was the powders. That looks amazing. Well, I mean, I'm not like, you know, it's not like, oh, I look amazing. It's like, compared to last time I used this foundation, it looks like, why didn't it all look like this the first time? That is so strange to me how, you know, on certain days, and if you accidentally mix something wrong with something else, it just doesn't end up right. That looks 1,000 times better. I'm so happy with this. Oh, I just set my face and I forgot to conceal. Okay, y'all, and it is 11:30. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm just gonna check in with y'all. I am working with natural lighting, so I'm just gonna keep going as long as I can until we just run out of daylight, okay? I will film a before and after, so like later on at the end of this video, you know, we can have a what it looked like when it was first applied and then what it looks like later. But I do need to go finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna film another video and we'll see what's crack-a-lackin'. I will check in with y'all in a few hours. It's 11:30 now, so let's go. Okay, y'all, it is now 2:30, so it has been 3 hours. We started at 11:30, right? I'm pretty sure. And since then, I have eaten lunch, you know, I've, you know, been messing around my mouth. And for another video I filmed, I did have a liquid lipstick on my lips, and then I ate. And just, I think the grease of the food messed up that liquid lipstick and it kind of spread down here to the side of my mouth. So I had to take it off, and now there's just like a big old mess. So all of that nonsense around my mouth is my fault, not the foundations. As far as wear goes, it looks really good. I mean, if not, it looks better now than it did earlier. You know what I mean? Because I feel like now it's had time to like warm up to the skin and kind of settle into where it's going to settle. And now it's just kind of chilling. Underneath my eyes is looking really, really dry now. Like, it's not pretty, and it has settled into every single tiny line underneath there. So that kind of sucks. But like, I mean, that's expected with me. Like, that's one of my main problems that always happens is nothing ever looks good underneath my eyes. It always creases and looks like powdery and cakey. Surprisingly though, in between my eyebrows, it looks good. Like, she's doing something right. And like down here on my chin, it surprisingly looks good. The first time I tried this foundation, the second I put it on, my chin was an absolute mess. And it just looked so nasty and cakey and just dry immediately on my chin. But right now, it doesn't. It looks pretty decent. My bronzer and blush is still there. They're still hanging tight, you know what I mean? My highlighter still looks pretty good. It is a natural highlighter, so this is the highlighter, Essence Pure Nude, the really, really natural one. That's what I have just up here and on my nose, so. And yeah, I can't really complain about anything right now. For 3 hours, I think we're doing pretty good. So I'll see ya in a few more hours. Okay, y'all, we're here for the final check-in, and honestly, it looks exactly the same. We still, like, we haven't lost any coverage. Bronzer's still there. Everything is still there. But we are running out of daylight, so I kind of need to end this very sadly. And it is 5 p.m. So, how long is that? It's been around 6 hours. So, I mean, that's fairly good. And, I mean, honestly, right now, I can tell that it is just going to keep on lasting. If you do have oily skin, I don't think you'll like this, especially since it started out dewy. And it's just, you know, it's getting that type of way. Oily skin, I would for sure stay away from this. But my dry skin people like me, for sure check it out. But make sure, you know, you use a good primer. I say for sure if you don't like this foundation the first time you try it, keep trying it with other things and it will probably work out for you. Because the other day when I tried it, it looked awful. And I would never have worn it again. But because it was a full face first impressions, I was like, okay, I should probably try it with something else. So I tried it with something else. And it's like, I would even say it's one of my favorites now. So, I mean, it hasn't broken up anywhere. It doesn't look any more dry under here. I mean, it looks the same. As far as filming goes, I am running out of daylight. I know I look bright right now. I turned my brightness all the way up, but it's like we're starting to get gloomy and it's raining outside, so I am going to be wearing this for a few more hours, so I'll leave a little note down below to let y'all know, but I can feel it. I know it's gonna be good. But yeah, you guys, that was it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like and subscribe down below. I'd love it if you came around more often. And don't forget to check the description box. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.